Hey, welcome Aquarius. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. So this reading is what I call a personal growth reading. We're going to take a look at blocks, and it could be blocks about a situation or just in general. Fears, obstacles, strengths, advice, what you don't see, what to look for, and where this all leads. So keep in mind, this may or may not resonate. It is a general reading. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. And it is a timeless reading. So when you come across it, I believe is when you most likely need to hear it. But it is the middle of January to the middle of February. But honestly, these are timeless. And please do look at your other placements. If this does, whether this resonates or not, the other placements give you, another look at what you might need to do or, where you're headed. So let's do this. What do our Aquariuses need to know? I'm using the Runic Tarot today, if I didn't say that. Okay, so 2 cards for the blocks, please. Oh, two of Wands. I'll show you all the cards as I read them. 2 of Pentacles. Your blocks are the 2s. So, and that's kind of an indecisive place to be. So to be honest, with all of the 2s, there is kind of this balance, whether it's a decision, whether it's, we'll talk about it, but 2s lead to that. So fears or obstacles. The Fool, the Moon. I get it. I do already. Those 2 cards make a lot of sense to me in fears and obstacles. So, strengths. 9 of Cups. 10 of Wands. Advice. 4 of Swords. Ace of Cups. What you don't see is over here. 6 of Swords. What to look for is over here. The Magician. And where are you headed? The Page of Wands. Okay, the bottom of the deck is 6 of Pentacles, but I don't use the bottom of the deck in these as much, but it could be that there's something happening here that is a give and take situation, or working with other people or something like that. I feel like it feels more job to me related, career related, project related, but it definitely could be relationship too with some of the cards that are showing up here. So the blocks are the 2 of Wands with the 2 of Pentacles. Now with those 2 cards, to me, the 2 of Wands is about mapping, getting to a point in a journey where you have to go, okay, now which way do I go? And the 2 of Pentacles is all about usually life area balance, but I would say balance in general. And it's balancing energies, not necessarily emotions, not necessarily right or wrong. It's spending enough time in all of the areas. It's about time more than anything. So I feel like you're struggling with this. Like you're unable right now, or you think you are, to map something out, figure it out. What's your next steps? That kind of thing. And the 2 of Pentacles is, I need to map this out and figure this out because I need to balance more areas in my life. And I feel like because it's a block, you're not getting there. You're not doing it, right? You're just going, I don't feel like it's a you don't know. I feel like you do know exactly this. And I feel like that you just aren't doing anything about it. So you're putting a guard up in front of it going, nope, later, like procrastinating almost. Just on this situation. I'm not saying you're a procrastinator. I mean, on this, I got to make that plan. I got to balance out my life, but there's something holding you back from doing that, even though you realize you need to. What I find here, and this, I feel like there's a lot of it. So I feel like the Fool is more of a fear. There's something here where you're really afraid to move forward with something, take a leap of faith, start something new. But whatever this is, because it's the Fool energy, it feels a little bit scary because it's new, and the Fool's all about trust. Trusting the universe, trusting yourself. It's trust. And the Moon, to me, is the obstacle. Because the Moon, the way I read the Moon is, it is a sense of things not really being clear. Like there's a shadow, right? The Moon casts weird shadows, and it's usually out in the dark, but then it might be really bright, right? So it gives you an ominous feeling. I'm not sure I use the right word, so we'll just move on. It gives you that feeling of, I'm not clear here. I don't know what to do. It's a confusion. And I feel like until you find that truth out, that truth of the Moon, whatever you're not clear on, because you're seeing it one way and it's probably another way, but it's an obstacle. Because you're not seeing everything the way you need to see it, it's hard to take that leap of faith. So there's the obstacle coupled with the fear. But the obstacle is what's kind of causing the fear. It's hard to move forward and take that leap if you don't understand everything fully, or you think you do and maybe it's not quite right. So the cool thing is, though, your strengths are the 10 of Wands with the 9 of Cups. So I feel like the 9 of Cups is all about our, desires, reaching those dreams. I feel like what you have planned or what your desires are. Oh my God, that was the loudest bird ever. It scared me. I don't know if you can hear it, but it like, what the heck is that? And they hang out in my porch sometimes. So, and it's right there. The 9 of Cups, like you have whatever your desires are, or whatever your dreams are, whatever your goal is over here. It's a good one. It's important to you, and it's a good one. It's positive. It's not anything weird or negative. It's a positive place to be. And I feel like you feel very strongly about it. And the 10 of Wands says that you have the resilience to do all of these things that you need to do to reach these goals. So you have lofty goals, but they're good goals. And the 10 of Wands reminds you of your strength to have that tenacity and that strength and that will to complete what you need to complete to get there. And that's important. You really need to keep that in mind and really focus on that positive energy, because that's a lot. That will is big, because it's saying you can do it no matter how hard it is. You've got what it takes to do so. You may need to balance things out, but we got to get past that. So realistically here, it's getting past that obstacle. But more importantly, the obstacle, because the fear, I think the fear is caused by the obstacle. Do you understand? The Moon is your obstacle. Things aren't clear. You don't quite understand it. Therefore, you don't want to just take that leap of faith. Because I have a feeling some of you watching this, it's very important to understand the minutia of things, where sometimes we don't. And sometimes you just got to take that leap. But, that's an air sign versus a fire sign. So I can't say, you need to do that, because we all think differently. But once you dig in and find out this is what's really happening, this is what is really there, then you are able more to take that leap. So the advice is the 4 of Swords and the Ace of Cups. I do not believe the Ace of Cups is saying go love somebody. No, this is love yourself. But I think it's coupled with your strength of the 9 of Cups, because it's beginning something new. But go from it from the heart. Go from it with your strength of the 9 of Cups, your desires, your dreams, your wishes. These are good things. These are positive things. I believe they're very positive. And you need to dig deep for that. The 4 of Swords to me is kind of like the 10 of Wands, but it's knowing that sometimes starting something new. Okay, so I'm going to do a little different here, but I do feel like it has to do with knowing that you can heal from any hard work, knowing that you can overcome that. But at the same time, too, you may need to celebrate this new beginning, too, because that means something maybe negative is going to come to an end. And that's a good thing. And healing is a good thing. And in this deck, it's about the ceremony of the healing, not necessarily just the healing. The healing's important, but how we deal with it and how we handle it and how we get through it is also important. So, advice, go after what's true to your heart, man. You've got some great desires there. That 9 of Cups is a good thing. The 4 of Swords says, but it's okay to allow yourself to heal, and it's okay to take a time out. It's okay to do all of those things, but know that you can't start something new until you let go a little bit. And it's about, you gotta do the plan, man. And I feel like the plan may be getting in your way a little bit. You may be thinking too lawfully about, I have to have this way. I have to, I'm being very specific. I need to make sure I got this, and this, and I need to make sure I got that, and that. But if you really want to take a new turn, doing something different, new love, new work, new career, whatever, you also have to trust yourself. And that's another thing about the Ace of Cups, I believe, as far as advice. Trust yourself, love yourself, know what you can do, understand what you can do, and understand, and understand the 9 of Cups. You've got really good ideas and a good place to go. So the 6 of Swords is what you don't see. You're going to do it anyway. You are headed to a better place. You are definitely headed to a better place with this. And you don't realize how much better it's going to be on the other side. Because you can't, right? We can't envision what's going to happen in the future. But sometimes it's just even the action of releasing, letting go, and starting something new in itself is a positive thing, is a positive change, is a positive place to be. So consider that as you move forward. And then the Magician, in what you need to look for, have faith in yourself. The Magician has all the tools. They have everything they need. Believe in yourself and understand that you do. See what you have in your back pocket at your disposal. That I'm good at this, I'm good at that. Look at all of the positive things that you have done, have in your life, your tools, your intelligence, your knowledge base, and you probably have a lot more than you think you do, because we're all hard on ourselves to some degree or another. We all want to be here where we need to do this. And I believe that, you're in a pretty good place here look for that. It's hard, sometimes it's really hard to pat ourselves on the back or look at what we have or understand that it's a true positive place to be, but it is. So, pat yourself on the back for that. So where are you headed? The Page of Wands. So pages are all young. So to me, this is a kind of a new adventure for you, that you'll be headed on a new kind of way of something, life, work, love, something, ideas. It could be anything like that. But I believe that it's going to bring you a lot of passion here in the near future. I would say working on all of this, that 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, making sure that you do all the things that you need to do, but just do it. Whether you're blocked, whether the 2 of Wands is blocking you because you have to have too stringent of a plan, or whether it's blocking because you're not doing it. Either way, know that once you move forward, take that leap of faith, understand things. This is a passionate card, which means passionate about what we do, no matter what it is, no matter what life area. So I feel really good. And keep in mind, that's the page. So it's young. It's just a beginning. But then after that, I did pull out what comes after that. I got the Hangman. And the Hangman just reminds us that sometimes you need to look at things from a different perspective, because when we're so focused one way and we don't see it differently, we're being too stringent on ourselves. We are blocking ourselves from something better, something more, something different. Or even if it's not better, it's blocking us from realizing what we have is good. So either way, it's by taking that different perspective and taking a step back and going, wait a minute, am I being, too controlling or too pinpointed on what I think? I need to open up my mind and allow myself to breathe and see all of the things. And I think that's another reason why the Four of Swords is there, because to me, a lot of times that Four of Swords can be coupled with that hangman, healing. But sometimes looking at things differently, or our perspective helps us to, see more heal. It definitely helps us heal. So there you have it, Aquarius. There's your personal growth reading for now. I'm going to just leave it like that because it is a time. It's not time sensitive. It's what they call timeless. But it is, because it's more, working things out type of energy. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know. Take care and have a beautiful day, Aquarius.